Wrestlers Vinesh Fogart, Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik, Ravi Dhaya and Deepak Punia have written to the President of the Indian Olympic Association. The President is PT Usha. Now, they've written to her on the alleged sexual harassment allegations against the Wrestling Federation of India and its chief, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Now, Vedant joining us for the latest on this. Vedant, can you take us through the details of this letter?
Well, Parmeshwar, this letter is very significant because these top wrestlers, including the one protesting here at Jantar Mantar, have written to the Indian Olympic Association President PT Usha. Now, remember, the Indian Olympic Association has the authority of, dissolving the Wrestling Federation of India. Now, in their demands, they've clearly listed out that they want the federation chief to be immediately sacked. They want an inquiry to be launched against the federation chief, to look in, and a committee be constituted to look into sexual harassment charges. They've of course also said that the federation should be dissolved immediately and a new committee should be formed to overlook the entire process and the entire wrestling fraternity in India. Now, that is very significant because remember, PT Usha had also tweeted pretty much reiterating what the government has been saying in terms of how they've been convincing the wrestlers to that the government will make sure to take action against the Wrestling Federation of India. Now, remember, this letter has been addressed to PT Usha, who is, of course, herself a prolific athlete and the president of the Indian Olympic Association. Now, as per the National Sports Development Code, the Indian Olympic Association is the sole authority to actually dissolve a federation that has reported irregularities. But remember, the Indian Olympic Association is also virtually under the government. So it's ultimately going to be the sports ministry that actually, internally directs the Indian Olympic Association to take action against the federation. Now, as we've been reporting at 3 p.m. today, the Wrestling Federation will be filing its reply to the Sports Ministry's notice. And today morning, the wrestlers protesting here had heard of this, that the Wrestling Federation will be denying all charges, which is why they had extensive discussions with not just top wrestlers but other Olympians as well, other athletes as well. And after that discussion, they decided to actually write directly to the Indian Olympic Association, demanding that the Wrestling Federation be immediately dissolved. Now, once a federation is dissolved, a new committee comes into place, and that essentially oversees the functioning of athletes, the recruitment, and also oversees the tournaments that athletes are to be sent for. So, of course, as of now, there's been no concrete response from the government. Remember, just in a few hours from now, the protesting wrestlers are also likely to meet the sports ministry again. They will be going to the sports ministry, they will be going to the Shastri Bhavan and meet Anurag Thakur with the same demands essentially. They will say that they will not accept anything but the resignation of Brij Bhushan Sharma. Meanwhile, parallelly, he is also set to address a press conference at 4 p.m. today, and of course he has his agenda set. He will be denying all allegations of sexual harassment and funds misappropriation. In fact, he will go on to also talk about how there's an alleged political conspiracy against him and how this movement, this protest in the national capital is an attempt to malign the wrestling industry and defame junior wrestlers as well. But what we see in the national capital is absolutely, it's incredible, because here, of course, if I can just ask my camera person to show you visuals of the protest as well. So here, of course, junior wrestlers, young athletes have also gathered in support of the protesting wrestlers. In fact, Vinesh Fogart, Bajrang Punia, we can see all of them, sitting there. They say that they've kept a vow of silence till the time there's a concrete response from the government and the sports ministry. Just in a few hours from now, they will be going to Shastri Bhavan, to the sports ministry. In fact, also hold another meeting with Anurag Thakur. Yesterday's meeting that went on for 4 hours was inconclusive. That's why they decided to in fact take more concrete measures and actually write directly to the Indian Olympic Association. Remember, it's also because their talks with the sports ministry have so far not yielded results. So that is why they decided to directly write to the Indian Olympic Association. PT Usha had also tweeted saying that, of course, she will mediate between the government and the wrestlers. However, she also did not actually say anything about what action will be taken against the federation and its chief, because so far they have not been touched. There's been no inquiry launched, no FIR has been registered. So it remains to be seen what actually comes out of this letter, whether the Indian Olympic Association will actually respond to the letter, or whether the police will actually take suo motu cognizance of the allegations.